entrepreneur. Audacity. Audacious. Now they're watching.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Entrepreneur Audacity. Today is an exciting day
It's a very exciting day.
because it is the first Men's Mental Health Awareness episode. I'm here with Rangi and I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm excited.
Had a lot of people hitting us up after the first one we did, so
Yeah, we got some good energy back, which was nice.
let's definitely keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, and I'm excited to dive into this realm, because I have a lot of, I've got a brother.
Yeah.
So I've always been around a lot of guys. I've always kind of naturally gotten on with men a lot more than I have females, and not because I don't enjoy female company. I think, when you grow up in the environment of dirt bikes and being out in the bush, just naturally you adopt more of that masculine kind of bro-ish energy.
Yeah, I feel you.
But men's mental health has been something that I'm quite passionate about because I hate the fact that people feel that they can't speak up. And this isn't only just men, but a lot of people just
In general.
really struggle. They don't have that confidence to say how they're feeling and own their emotions. So
It's definitely underplayed. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people won't talk, especially men. It's obviously the stamina around it, the ego around it.
Yeah.
Like we discussed before, like talking to another bloke about it, it's pretty much non-existent. Like, and from my experience, it's not an ego thing. I don't think it's more of just that comfortability, I guess, of being vulnerable around maybe another man, feeling a little less masculine. So it's probably why a lot of men draw to opening up when they can to maybe a female, or just bottling it up and not saying shit at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful way to introduce our episode topic.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And thank you for having the vulnerability, because I know, we were just having a chuckle before about needing the capacity and the stamina
You
to have
do.
these conversations, because
Yeah.
they're
taxing.
heavy. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So no, we've got to, and we're leading the way, and that's what we're trying to do. So, we put it out to the listeners and the audience on what the first topic should be.
And this is what they went on.
Camera. Your one's over here. That one's
That
mine.
one looks pretty.
You can't see it. So we put it out to the listeners, and what you all voted on was why men struggle to speak up. So where should we begin? What is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear that phrase, Rangi?
Fear. Like, it's just the fear on, I guess, being judged. And for maybe someone of my age and the era I came from, I feel like, your 80s to 90s was a very, have a cup of cement, harden the fuck up sort of attitude. So, your dad enforced it on you. His dad enforced it on him. So you just grew up with, well, if I got a problem, just deal with it and move on. Like, people don't need to hear about it. People don't need to talk about it. That's how you get through life. But then you realize the longer you bottle it up, you start getting to that age of what your dad was when you were around, and you start seeing maybe why he was a bit short-tempered or why he was angry was because he wasn't actually dealing with his problems from 10 years ago or 20 years ago. He'd just bottle them up and hope that they disappear. And in the day and age that we have now, and like, social media being a big thing, like seeing these reels and, seeing these people that speak out about it and being like, fuck, like that makes a lot of sense. That's probably why I'm so short-tempered, or I definitely haven't dealt with my past trauma. I thought I had, but it's definitely there. And I think subconsciously you think you've dealt with it, but when you get put in a situation where it might trigger it, you realize pretty quick that you haven't, and you've just been bottling it up. So I guess that fear just completely takes you over and doesn't let you talk, doesn't let you communicate, just bottles it up as a man, and you just walk away and hope that it'll go away, I guess.
Yeah. I've definitely been witness to that.
Yeah.
I've been witness to it in many different lenses, if you will. I had a really abusive ex-partner when I was younger. And this is a big thing for me, to be able to adopt empathy towards him and understand that he's obviously gone through some stuff that has pushed him into a corner to feel and hold those
Trapped.
emotions. And the only way that he was able to express them was through physical violence, hurting someone else, And so that's one example. But then also I've seen, like my family, we're a very resilient family. So resilient that dad's just got news that they're pretty sure his cancer's not coming back, which is
That's
massive,
awesome. That's massive.
massive. So I've had like the best week of my life,
I bet.
easily. And it's just a nice contrast to then come into this conversation when we're kicking this off because, within that space, it took my dad to have, when I was in Darwin over the last month, we were having a chat and it was a very vulnerable chat. My dad's a very private man, so he doesn't really open up about much. But, he was then telling me about like what his father was like growing up and their relationship. And I just know that dad's never been one to talk about his emotions. It's always like, yep, just get on with it. That very,
It's almost like you're learning a whole new side of your dad that you
Yeah.
didn't know was there, right?
Yeah. And, even bloody hell, for dad to tell me some of his internal thoughts, I was
You're
like,
whoa.
whoa.
Well, it's a
You
big
know?
kicker, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, with your ex-partner being aggressive, like there are so many forms that you let it out, like whether it be aggressive to someone or,
Mm.
like I was probably aggressive through my, 20s and stuff like that. I'd, punch holes in doors and,
Yeah.
get angry and yell and scream. And
Yeah.
I guess all the bottled up emotions of you not knowing how to express it because you don't want to talk about it, that's how it comes up. And you don't realize until you start dealing with it years later that you go, shit, like I was a piece of shit. Like that isn't the right way. And I guess that's why for many years I'm very empathetic with the whole men's mental health thing. And, it ain't weak to speak. And, it's really not okay. It's really okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
That there, like, is one of my biggest sayings. I think it's great. Like, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry. And I think having a daughter is probably one of the biggest godsends I've had for that journey is learning to be vulnerable to my emotions and my feelings so she can see another side.
Mm.
So she can see that, hang on, like, dad can cry, dad can be upset, dad can have these hard discussions with me.
Mm.
So I guess in a sense that makes me believe that in the future she's not going to draw to a man that doesn't have that soft side as well as that hard side,
Mm.
that can't communicate with her. She's going to pull to someone that will communicate and will open up, will have these hard discussions.
I love that.
So then in my term, I'm like, I know she's going to end up with a great man. I know she's going to end up with somebody that's going to communicate and talk and have that communication. And
Yeah.
it plays in everything, like opening up to someone like you, or opening up with a female friend. Like it plays in your work, plays in your friendships, plays in your relationships, plays as a parent. Like releasing these things that you might have been carrying from when you're a kid and fixing them, like the weight lifted from your shoulders is huge.
Mm.
You just feel lighter and better and happier and less stressed and calmer, more resilient to certain things, like things that would have pissed you off before, you just don't even bother about.
Yeah.
They just sort of over your head, see you later,
Yeah.
cheers for that.
You lose the trigger. The
You
trigger loses its value.
100%.
Because I think I put this on my social media this morning and I've just been reflecting because I used to always say that I'm a very chill person and I realize I'm not chill. There's nothing chill about me. I have one mode and it's fast. I'm very intense. Let's go. But I'm not reactive.
Yeah.
Whereas I remember before I actually learnt about emotional regulation and facing those uncomfortable parts of yourself and being able to like sit with things. And I stopped getting triggered by stuff because I used to get triggered all the time and then my emotions would take
Boom,
over.
straight
And,
reaction.
yeah, and then that fucking mode
Defense
would
mode,
go.
fight or flight.
Yeah. But then when I learned, emotional regulation, okay. And then it was just like, you're not chill, Angie. You can scrap that narrative because I'm not, and I'm okay with that. But I'm not reactive. And I think that's the best way to be. And I love
Agree.
that you bring that element of setting the standard for your daughter because that is so important. That is so important. And I cannot, coming from the position of being a woman who was abused by a man, and I'm not saying that all men are like that, but, you're setting the standard that don't even go to a guy who can't regulate his emotions and show his soft side. And that
Like, I'd
is
never want my daughter to go for a guy that was like me in my 20s.
Yeah.
Even my late teens. Like, that's not someone I ever want my daughter to see or be around. And, like, I'm not ashamed to admit it. Like, it is what it is. It's happened. But I think I feel like a guy's got like a second kick, right? Like, we hit 25 and you've had like a quarter life already, and you sit there at 25 and you either go, fuck, like, what am I doing? I need to change and I need to start fixing myself, or you don't change and you're going to have a very tough life from then on
Mm.
because your habits are in by that point. Your mentality is in by that point. And if you don't make that shift, you're going to be the same at 30 that you were at 25, and then the same at 35, and the same at 40. And the older you keep going, the harder it's going to be to shake any of those habits, period.
Mm.
You know, and a lot of young guys this day and age, like, I would say that I don't feel like men this day and age are men. It's like a different form of men. Like, I do think that, you know, your 90s, your 80s babies, we were definitely a lot more masculine than maybe what you see now. But there is a very healthy border to take on a feminine side, I guess you could say, and
Mm.
being vulnerable and still be masculine. You can definitely balance the two out and still be that manly man, still be that protector, still be that breadwinner, still be that person that provides, but then have that vulnerability side for your partner, for your kids, you know, for the people that are close to you. Like, not everybody needs to see it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But in sense, when you're out, people will see a better, vulnerable, communicative person
Mm.
when you create that in yourself. Like,
Yeah.
that self-worth and self-love. And a lot of people will be like, oh, that sounds like, you know, like gay or whatever like that. Like,
Fluffy.
yeah, it's, yeah, fluffy, like, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like, submitting to your emotions and feelings and breaking down and crying as a man, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how big you are and how tough you are and how many muscles or tattoos you have. If you can break down and cry in front of your partner, you can break down and cry in front of your kids and submit to your emotions, stronger than any man out there that won't,
I agree. I
period.
agree 100%. I I love that. You know, it's such an important aspect of life
Yeah, it is.
because why try and always show up that you are this, you know, like this, yeah, I've always got it together. Like,
When you
bro,
don't.
it's unrealistic. And
It
don't set
is.
an unrealistic
Nah.
standard because, you know, if you ask me how I'm going, I'm very transparent. Like,
You'd be like, nah, shit.
it's shit. I'll stay optimistic. But when things are bad, things are generally pretty bad for me.
Yeah.
And then when they're good, they're really good. But irrespective of that, you know, what comes to mind when you say that is when a man can actually face all parts of himself and honestly own the emotional triggers, own his emotions, it sets this calming sense of stability
Yeah.
around him.
Yeah.
And I've seen it with leaders. And
Yeah.
it's the best leaders I have ever seen are men who can own their emotions and say, like, I'm having a tough time right now. They stay consistent and they create that energy around them that when, you know, as a woman, as a kid, whomever, when you go, or another man, you go into that space, you can feel that sense of calm and it's psychological safety that you generate
I agree.
around people. And when you can look inwards and just say like, oh, I'm having a rough time, or, oh, hey, actually, I need some support with this, or
I fucked up.
yeah,
Own it, man.
yeah,
Like, we're human. We
hmm
make mistakes.
yeah,
And I think this is the biggest thing. And like, I'm still prone to it. Like, you know, friends or partner be like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And internally, there's part of me being like, bro, like, you're not.
help me,
Yeah, yeah. Like,
help me, please.
hello. Like, well, you're full of shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Stop
Like,
lying.
yeah, like, you know, and it might take me a moment or a day to come out and be like, hey, look, I'm not doing okay,
Yeah,
sort of thing. But even with the ownership on these issues and problems, like, we're not perfect. We all make mistakes. We all make fuck up. You know, like, we might do something wrong to somebody. Like, it's just owning it and be like, you know what? I was a dick or I was a piece of shit.
Mm.
My bad. It might not repair that, but that person or that situation knows you owned it. You know you owned it. You can move on from it. Because if you don't own it, in your mind, you'll be like, "Ah, whatever, that's
yeah,
gone. See you later." That will fucking haunt you until you deal with it.
yeah. Like, and it does.
Like,
It
it
fucking
will.
does.
I'm like to today finding stuff that I obviously hadn't dealt with. Like,
Mm.
just got in a new relationship with someone from my past. I've probably, better yet, at 15 years, been going all over social media by my middle name, never my first name, because
Yeah.
my first name holds, for me, a lot of family trauma and problems.
Mhm.
So I refuse to go by my first name, period.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was fine. But I'm learning in this relationship because this person knew me for my first name. So she constantly uses it and will not. That wasn't running from the name. Like there were so many problems that I've never dealt with. There was so much trauma that I've never unboxed to anybody at all. That only now I'm like, shit. And I feel so content and happy within the last, say, month and a half to 2 months of things that I've unbottled and dealt with that have probably been causing me issues for my whole life.
Yeah.
Like my ex-partner, there was situations she'd try to talk to me about my past. I'd be like, I just don't want to talk about it. That's my past. I don't need to talk about it. I can walk away from it.
Yeah.
And then this one was like, no, like I want to know. Where have you been from 25 years ago when I seen you to now?
Yeah.
Fill the fucking gap.
Oof. Isn't that a bit of a hitter? I spent the day yesterday.
Dude, I was like, whoa, what do you mean? That was like 25 years of how about I've been avoiding 15 years of that 25 years. I don't want to talk about this because I don't need to.
Yeah,
but
I've been in avoidance, if you will.
But I wasn't, right? I was like, nah, like it was just part of my life. It is what it is. I don't need to talk about it. But then talking about it, opening up about it and realizing, all right, maybe you've been in a bit of denial. Maybe you really needed to deal with this.
Yeah.
Again, like I've just felt like 15 years of stuff that I thought was fine has now just been picked up, dealt with, and I've gone, catch you, bro. Like, but like dealt with it now, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess seeing that somebody or like people can communicate with you like that, and I think maybe one of the biggest triggers for someone opening up is the judgment, right?
Yeah.
So seeing that you can open up with maybe someone close or someone you trust and they don't judge you. Like one of the things she said, she goes, I'm not going to judge your past. It's not going to change the way I feel about you now, but it's going to give me an idea on why you are the way you are.
Yeah.
And that like resonated because I went, oh shit, like like knowing someone's past does. It makes you sort of go, oh, this is why Angie's so erratic. This is why she is the way she is. You know what I mean? And it helps you understand maybe why they act the way they are.
Yeah.
So if there is a trigger or you act out in a certain way, you go, oh, it's all good. I don't need to react because I know maybe what's triggered you.
Yeah.
So instead of me reacting negatively and us ending up in a fight, I can communicate and be like, hey, Ange, it's all good. I'm here. Talk to me.
Yeah.
And then that calms your, subconscious and everything that's going on that's now fret. And you go, shit, this person listened to me.
Yeah.
This person understands because they remembered what I spoke about. Now you've gone from here to here. That fight doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That argument doesn't happen. You guys are now just on a level talking field. And then you start realizing your body's like, you dealt with it.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. It's not a trigger now.
Yeah.
You don't need to go off the rails because you're not in fight or flight. You're in a safe space.
It's a wild thing that you say that, right? Because the times, and I think about I used to, if a guy wanted to dance with me and not like romantic dance, like you want to have an argument?
Oh, yeah, we're going to run it. Oh,
all right, no worries.
Let's go, bro. Gloves are on.
And I used to be a spiteful bitch. Like I was nasty and I will own it. I was toxic as fuck to men because after I'd gone through that with such a...
Past tense, guys, not anymore. She's amazing now. Don't downplay it. Guys are going to be like, no, red flag.
No, but I used to be really toxic and now I got to a point where I'm like, no, okay, I need to not show up like that because I could see, and I've done a lot of study on like the brain and humans and I understand psychology and all the rest of it. So now I'm just like, okay, I have the emotional awareness. I have to front that and I have to demonstrate that first to allow the other person to know that this is how I'm feeling. You don't always get it right either because, there's been times where I'm like, okay, I'll lean into this here. The trigger was way too over. I just ended up like...
Yeah, you really linked into it, but in not a way you wanted, right?
And but you pause and reflect after and you're like, oh, shit, I didn't show up in the best way that I wanted to just then.
That was a dick.
Yeah. But when you can own it and say like, okay, cool. Oh, yeah, because it's a process, right? And emotional regulations... if you look at it, something will happen. We either go up or down. And if we're going up and we're getting angry and we're going up, it's
keeps going like this.
You have to try and, I always look at it, your emotional regulation as it's you versus Usain Bolt in a running race, right? You are you Usain Bolt is your emotions.
Yeah.
If you fucking went on sprint, unless it's the other guy who's faster than him,
Yeah.
that's obviously not applicable to you. But if the gun went off and it's you versus Usain Bolt,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose
Every time.
So what you need to do is you need to sabotage him with tools on how to regulate your emotions, i.e., throw a stick under his foot. You know,
Wild.
and this is
Never having a running race with you, eh?
this is how my brain works. I'm like, right, cool. Because that's what you've got to do. And it's just like, I know that because your emotions, when they take over, they take over.
Yeah.
Like there is no, like you're going to be
There's
left for dead.
Your mind is so powerful, man.
Yeah.
People don't realise it till it's too late.
100%. But when you've got tools and things that you can use and bring in to sabotage or regulate yourself, rather.
And it's simple things, right?
Can...
It's like taking a moment, like, Ange, just give me a sec.
Yeah.
Just let me take 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then can we talk?
Yeah.
It's taking a step back or just having a deep breath.
Yeah.
Breathing is such a working tool that people underestimate. Have a breath. Take a breath. When you're getting stressed or you're getting annoyed or you feel yourself about to hit that, boiling point like a kettle, have a breath. Just a big, deep breath to regulate, lower all that extra oxygen and everything coming into your body and level yourself out before you open your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Like, just sometimes bite tongue. It's not weak. You don't need to react to everything. You don't need to fight everything. You don't need to argue everything. You don't need to yell at everything. And I was prone. Like, I would fly off the fucking rails at anything that I thought someone was fighting me.
Yeah.
And all that was my trauma with my mum and my dad.
Yeah.
Constant fighting, constant arguing, always feeling like you've got to lie, you've got to fight back. Like, not everyone is your trauma.
Yeah.
Not every person you meet is trying to attack you.
Yes.
Like...
And it will feel, it's funny that you brought that up, right? Because when you are faced with someone who is there, present, ready to sit with you and say like, hey, I'm here, I'm just going to listen. I'm going to try to understand you and how you operate. That shit's scary.
Yeah, you're like,
who are you and what are you doing?
What do you mean you want to talk to me? What do you mean you love me? Stop.
Going on.
Your problem. You're a red flag. You're the issue.
You're the problem. It feels so unsafe.
It does.
Because we're not used to it.
No.
We're not used to it. And I remember, oh my gosh, it's like, I'm blessed. I've had some of the most incredible men come into my life when I was healing. And they just wanted to be present with me. And I was like, fuck you. Fuck off. This is some manipulation tactic. And I genuinely thought that it was.
Do you feel that word manipulation, right? Do you feel that a lot of these reels and some of the things that you see online overpowers that word, puts it out in the open, so everyone sort of, when they get that feeling of someone being there, they just go, no, you're manipulating me. Instead of actually looking and being like, shit, this person actually isn't manipulating me. This person actually genuinely cares. Like, I feel like there is such a demographic with these problems, and this is where social media kills is, because we see these narcissistic reels or these manipulation reels, and you just automatically go, that's what it is. I feel like they're good to know and understand, but you need to see the difference between manipulation and someone actually caring.
I love that you brought this into it, because recently I just had a situation with a fellow that I was seeing, and
Situationship, yeah, they're great.
Situationship,
Yeah.
and he ended up ghosting me, and
Rude.
but
that's horrible.
It's
Anyone
horrible.
that's listening, if you ghost people, you're an asshole.
Absolutely.
Just message and say you're not fucking interested. Like, it's not hard.
Anything.
Ghosting is the most painful thing ever.
It sucks.
Because especially for someone with ADHD or like wide brains like us, because you're just like, but why? What did I do? How did, like, why? And
help me understand.
you literally lay in bed and you're like, is it me? What did I do last time? What was the last time we did when we saw each other?
Yeah.
Did I do something wrong?
Well, get this. When we did end up having a
discussion.
No, it wasn't even a discussion. It was like I was like, do we want to chat? And then, anyway, I got told that I was being the manipulator.
Interesting.
And I was like, that's wild that you think that is me trying to manipulate you. Firstly, I was also a bit offended because I was like, hang on a second. If I was going to manipulate you, I don't want to be like, toot my own horn, but I'm pretty sure I'm doing a better job.
I'll be doing it. And it's
If I was
hard.
manipulating you, we wouldn't be in this fucking
Well,
situation.
that's what I feel like. I feel like the word manipulation, narcissist
Yeah.
is a very overused word just to avoid communication.
100%.
Instead of talking about it, you go, "No, you manipulate me, so I don't talk about it," or
Yeah.
"You're a narcissist, so I don't want to talk about it."
Yeah.
Like you're avoiding these problems, yeah.
And it feels like that because,
I agree.
and I've been on the other end, right? I've seen guys who have been like really nice. I'm like, nah, there's something going on. You're too fucking nice. There's something up here. Like, nah, don't trust you. Don't trust you as far as I could throw you. And I realized that was me. And I would push men
someone else
away
Yeah.
because they were just being present and there and available, and I couldn't fucking handle it.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's just funny to have it flipped on me, and I was like, oh, okay, like this is.
And that could just be his trauma, right?
Yeah, and it 100%.
There's no use getting mad. Like,
Yeah.
and this is where relationships, like people fight for it, right?
Mm.
Sometimes it's not worth the fight. Sometimes, like we were talking before, if a relationship, and this goes for friendships as well, isn't effortless, and you guys are constantly like, two magnets doing this, like the opposite ends, it's not there. It's not bad to walk away from it.
Yeah.
Not all friendships work. Not all relationships work. But if you're constantly doing this and the magnets are pulling away from each other, that's not a relationship or a friendship. That's a fucking job.
Yeah.
Walk away. It's not your person.
Yeah.
Friends will come and go.
Mm.
People will come and go. Relationships will come and go. If it feels like the most effortless thing that you are doing in a friendship or a relationship, like the biggest thing I can say is I've got friends that have been in my life for 15, 20 years. I don't see them every day. I don't communicate every day. But if one of them calls me right now, it is like a day has not passed.
Yeah.
You pick up where you left off.
Yeah.
The understanding's there. You don't need to message every day and be like, oh, they didn't message me today. Are they my friend? If they're the feelings you're getting, it's not a friendship. Walk the fuck away.
It's so taxing.
You shouldn't have to question a friendship.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to question a partnership.
Mm.
If you are asking those questions, are they really my friend? I'm sorry, but 9 times out of 10, they're not.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to question that. You should know.
Yeah.
And then this brings back into, I guess, that trust and safe area that we're talking about with men's mental health and even mental health in general is feeling comfortable.
Mm.
If you're always on edge, you're not comfortable.
Yeah.
That's not your safe place. You don't need them. You need to surround yourself with those comfortability spots. Because then again, you'll heal. You'll trust someone from get-go. You'll come into a relationship and a friendship and you won't be like, ooh, this person has traits of an old person. Now I'm going to not trust them. You just trust them 110% until they fuck up.
Yeah. You got to lean into it.
You have to.
You have to lean into it because it's, and I've made the mistake of, going into situations and being like, oh, this person's just like this.
Yeah.
Nah. But it's just like, hang on a second. And this is learning to have empathy towards people and understanding things has been such a big thing for me because it's like, okay, have empathy and try and understand where they're coming from. What was the trigger? Like what was happening upstream? Because, one of my favorite quotes is hurt people, healed people, heal people.
100%.
And if you haven't gotten to that point, because you can't be a healer unless you've been hurt, I feel,
I agree.
To an extent.
I agree. And I think the best comment you made about that, it's like psychiatrists, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel a lot of them have never been hurt. A lot of them have, spent years studying and throwing themselves in books, but they've never had those hard situations because they're in their books, yeah? So we spend a lot of time talking about our issues with them and problems over, say, an hour conversation.
Yeah.
You leave and then you spend the next 2 hours in the car in the parking lot crying about every problem you just brought up and you haven't dealt with it.
Yeah.
Where you talk to someone like you or me that has gone through a similar problem and we have lunch. You leave that lunch after talking being like, fuck, I felt hurt.
Yeah.
Fuck that
I feel
person, the way that,
light.
the way that she dealt with it. I could have dealt with it that way. That's something I can implement. Now you feel like you've left bringing past trauma up, but you're leaving with a resolution on how to maybe try to fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're dealing with people on the same level, people that have dealt with the same thing. And like you said, when you're going through that healing process, I feel like you start drawing people in.
Yeah.
Like people can see, shit, I reckon this person's been through something.
Oh,
I get so many people message me and be like, they'll just pour their life story out. I'm like, dude, like, I don't even know you. They're like, I just felt comfortable. Like I could share. Like your story resonated with me, or that podcast you did with Angie, there was some stuff I heard, or like podcasts and like chats I've done with other people that were put online. They've been like, I really felt like I could just resonate, or that reel you posted, because I post a lot of reels with like captions or writing in it, and like it's the saying that people go, oh, you post depressing stuff, you must be always depressed. Like there's people that post shit about loyalty and they're not loyal. Like, just because I posted it doesn't mean I feel that way now. That was maybe a way I felt 10 years ago, and I saw it and it resonated with me. But the main reason I post that stuff, like the amount of people I get comment or message me from that reel, like I had a reel and it was like, if you could end it all without hurting anyone, would you? And it went viral. I think it's up to like 44,000 comments, and I have commented back to every person on that post. I had a guy from the US message me, and he was like, I needed that. He's like, it really stopped me to make me think, if I did end it all, who would I hurt? And he was like, thank you. He's like, because this week I was going to end it. He's like, and it made me think about my mum, my sister, and my brother. And he's like, I don't want to do that. Me and him talk a fair bit now. Like he'll check in, which is good. But just that reply, I'm done for the year.
Oh, yeah.
Like, to me, like, that's why I post on socials. I feel like people that have got a following, people that get people commenting on their stuff all the time, we have a superpower. Like, if you think about it, people go, oh, I've got 4,500 followers. That's not much. Put 4,500 people in a room.
Yeah.
That room's packed. Couldn't fit 4,500 people in this room.
Thinking that.
We'll all be like cheek to cheek. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not in the fun way.
Yeah, exactly. But like, you've got to look at that and be like, fuck, 4,500 people, that's huge.
Yeah.
Holy shit, there's 150,000 people that have just watched my reel in the last hour. 150,000 people, that's a big ass concert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Use that power to talk, communicate, engage, help people.
Yeah. That's exactly why we've decided to do this.
Right.
Because someone's got to have the courage to go first and create that platform.
Be vulnerable.
And when we, after the first podcast we did, we went up having lunch and we were just chatting, debriefing. It was just talking shit. It was venting, and it was so easy and effortless, and it was fucking great. And it was just like, that same vibe of like, we need to do something. We need to help more people.
And that's real, right?
Yeah, 100%.
People can, and this is what I find with a lot of podcasts, people can see people that are putting on a show who haven't been through it and they're just doing it for the views, or people that are just like now, like we're literally chatting shit with 2 cameras and a mic.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't.
I hope they're on.
We can't retake that. And you will, like, you're going to see us hit touchy subjects that are going to touch you more than me, and subjects going to touch me more than you. And you're probably going to see tears.
Oh.
And you're probably going to see emotions. And I think that's, like you said, the
this
rawness.
Is fucking good.
It is.
We're here for it because
you're going to get one person that'll hit that and be like, oh, fuck, that's me.
Everything I do, if it helps one person, tick,
done.
I'm like, whatever.
Check.
I've been working on, I've got a few things I don't want to bring in, but I've been working on writing a book. It has been the hardest fucking thing I've ever done in my whole life. And oh my God, when I publish it, if it helps one person, job done. You know, the hours and hours and hours and hours and relentless dedication just to get it out there will be worth it if it resonates with one person, if it helps one person, and then this is why the Audacity brand was born, and how the podcast has come alive is because you've got to create that movement, and someone's got to be able to be like, all right, I'm just going to fucking dive into it and like get on the ship. Let's go see what happens. But you have to tie back into what you were saying about the psychiatrist and that lived experience. Now, 100%, I agree with you. People can resonate with that. And if I go back to when 10 years ago, no, over 10 years ago, maybe 11 years ago now, when I was in rehab, all of the people, a lot of the social workers or the psychologists that were in there, they're book
smart. That's it.
Smart.
They've got no understanding of what the drugs do to you or what the experience does. They can just go, well, this is what I read.
Yeah.
So this is what you would react like, and then this is how we fix it. That template doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah. Well, you need the book smarts, right? No argument on that.
Okay.
But the person who, no matter whenever he ran the the group psychology sessions, he was an ex-heroin addict. He was the manager of the facility.
Yeah.
The way that you would connect with him,
Way deeper.
totally different. And you could just see that, and it was like, this person has been there. Because when you go to the trenches, you can't trust someone or you really
Yeah.
struggle.
If there's someone in front of you
to-
that's book smart only, that's never put a needle in their arm, you're like, I don't trust you. You don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Yeah. How can
you've never sat here?
Yeah. I remember there was a lady and oh man, this is one thing that just annoys me, right? Is because, what did she say to me? She was trying to give me advice on drug addiction and she was severely overweight.
Yeah.
Severely overweight. And in my head, the only thing I could think of is I was like, how much of a hypocrite are you to sit here and be in a rehab facility telling people how to stop addiction from a substance when you're clearly addicted to food?
Yeah.
If you are
And
this
those little
big,
things with people that are in those trenches,
yeah,
that's the first thing they think.
yeah,
As soon as that trust is broken, you've lost them.
yeah,
It's the same as personal trainers. Like you've got someone that's been fit their whole life
mm,
trying to be like, well, it's not that hard. You have to do this.
mm,
I don't trust you. The trainers I use, like they've gained weight,
yeah,
re-lost the weight and been
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, I understand.
yeah,
Understand the craving, understand how hard it is.
exactly.
You can't take someone that's 50 kilos over and just go, here's your meal plan, cold turkey,
Do this.
don't want you eating nice stuff anymore. You must eat this.
Yeah,
That's not how it works because that fat person's going to maybe last a month or so and
Yeah.
they're going to crumble.
yeah, because it's you're going into a different
Yeah.
sphere with it, right?
100%.
For me, I used to have a fucking bad habit of binge eating sugar. And don't get me wrong, the little gremlin comes out here and there. I'll completely own that. But when I was going into like weight loss coaching and stuff,
Yeah.
it was like, okay, no, I'm actually going to talk to you about like, how do you manage your cravings and not eat
Right.
a block of chocolate followed
Yeah.
by a tub of ice cream and then finish with something salty?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the shit that you need to
Yeah,
work
like-
on because
Let's eat healthy, okay? And then how
Yeah.
can we curve those cravings with
Yeah.
something that's still kind of good, but a little bit naughty? You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. And
wean you
just-
off it.
Yeah, get that balance of balance back
It's
in.
always balanced, but
Yeah,
like you said, it's the same with that. You need people that. It's why I find sometimes life coaches, like your group sessions with the ex-heroin and addict work better than psychology sometimes. Like
Mm.
because that life coach is life coaching about that specific thing they've been
Yeah.
through or the thing that they can help on, which,
Mm.
is where I think a lot more people should resonate with. And once you start getting help from there
Yeah.
and you start becoming a bit more stable with yourself and understanding,
Mm.
then move to a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Because you're in a better mindset to listen to that advice.
Mm.
When you're in the trenches, like you said, that person with the book smarts, you're never going to listen to.
Yeah.
You're going to throw fucking money at it and just hope that it sticks.
Yeah.
You need to listen to the ex-heroin addict.
Mm.
You need to listen to the ex-fat person that's now fit.
Yeah.
You need to listen to the person that lost their kids to child services and built their life back up and then got their kids back.
Yeah.
You need to find that person that has been through the same thing or similar to you
Yeah.
to help you get out of the trench.
Yeah.
And when you're walking by yourself and you're fine, then we can listen to the book starts person if you want.
Yeah. And therapy has its place, right?
does.
Because sometimes you do need an unbiased opinion
Correct.
and
Bit of a
they
harsher
do have
opinion. Yeah.
the tools.
Yeah.
And, I've been through therapy myself and my psychologist didn't tell me like her background or anything, but, I knew that she had been through something because I could feel it with
Yeah.
her and she was beautiful. And, she gave me a lot of like tools and practical things to use, whereas sometimes like you need to get those practical tools and then sometimes, tying back into what you said about going to lunch and just venting it out, sometimes you need someone that can just sit there and go, I understand.
Yeah.
I've been there, I understand.
Yeah.
Let it out.
Yeah.
One of my clients the other day, we on our weekly check-in call, we were going through and I was like touching base and I was like, how you feeling? And she had a bit of a rough week, but it's like, what were one of your wins? She was telling me her wins. And then one of her wins was I had a meltdown in the shower and I just ugly cried in the shower.
Tell you right now, an ugly cry in the
Fucking
shower is the best thing you could do.
Oh
because
my God.
It's like singing in the shower, right?
Yeah.
Everyone goes, you might be good in the shower, but you're not good out of the shower.
Yeah.
It's because no one ever fucking hears you.
Yeah.
You're in the shower.
Mm.
Cry. Get mad. Scream. Yell. Send it. Like,
Yeah.
it is probably one of the most therapeutical things you can do besides hiking your ass out to the middle of nowhere in a forest,
Mm.
jumping in a cold river and crying and screaming your eyes out
Mm.
there. You know, like the men's workshop I see in New Zealand and stuff with the boys doing that
Mm.
and really fighting their demons out there in like a group setting with the boys, like
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah.
But there's just something about water running and just that atmosphere that washes the pain away.
Yeah.
The moment it leaves your eyes, the moment it leaves you, it just washes it away.
Yeah.
So, like, don't hate on it. And, like, guys are going to watch this and be like, look at this fag. So gay.
Mm.
You're gay. You're fluffy. Like, you know,
Yeah.
no.
Super fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it's strength. Like, if
Mhm.
you have not cried and you have not let your emotions out as a man, like, you don't understand the strength and
Yeah.
power that it gives you. It's not
Yeah.
weak. It's not bad.
Mm.
You know, and this is where everything ties in, the addiction, the weight gain, you know, your
That's
therapist.
how it
It's all
shows
part
up.
of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's all part of that journey.
Yeah.
Take it on, or you are going to be a lonely 80-year-old man that
Mm.
has nobody.
If you make it to 80.
Yeah, if you make it to 80, because you are just a senile, aggressive asshole.
Yeah.
And we all know one.
Yeah.
We all know one.
Yeah.
Look at that person and go, fuck, do I want to be that?
Mm.
Do I want to sit there and have, you know, my kids not talk to me anymore?
Yeah.
My friends are all married and they've all left. And I'm now sitting here in a retirement home or my lonely ass 4-bedroom house,
Mm.
you know, because at some point the jet ski you can't ride no more.
Yeah.
The motorbike you can't ride no more. You're not throwing a car around like you used to anymore.
Yeah. You get fragile.
Yeah, that shit gets weak. You're not wearing the fucking $20,000 10 fucking kilo gold chain because your neck will snap if you wear it. Like,
Yeah.
all of this shit that you have that makes your personality and you think makes you look cool now, guess what? At 80 years old, no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
They only care about the person on the inside. And if you can't
Mhm.
hold a conversation and you can't be open and you can't be vulnerable and you can't communicate, you are going to be that lonely ass person till the day you die.
100%. And you made a comment earlier that you would hate for your daughter to end up with a man like you in your
100%.
20s. Tell us a little bit more about that. What specifically comes to mind?
My aggression and yelling, looking back at it, I'd scare myself. Like, it's Hulk smash.
Mm.
Hulk smash. Plain and simple. I would get pissed at anything and
Mm.
I would dismantle a door, rip it off the fucking hinges. I'd slam doors, I'd smash it, I'd go aggressive and I get mad. And it was because I had no self control over myself and my emotions.
Mm.
The moment someone would maybe raise their voice at me or have a difference in opinion or, you know, shut me down, I'd just go into full defense mode. I just defend. And I feel like I was fighting for my life.
Mm.
It might be valid in some situations and it might have been deserved in some situations, but a lot of them, like the person on the other end of the stick, didn't deserve that.
Mm.
Didn't deserve to hear me yelling, didn't deserve to see that aggression and the anger in my eyes, like
Mm.
at all. That was not something I ever want anyone to go through,
Mm.
you know? And it took probably, you know, a gnarly breakup and a lot of aggression and, you know, me losing friends and being alone. Like, I feel like a lot of people hop, skip, and jump relationship after relationship after relationship. Fucking heal. Why didn't the relationship work?
Mm.
What did you do wrong in the relationship? And don't sit here and go, I did nothing.
Mm.
If you and a relationship broke up, there were problems on both ends. It's never one person.
Yeah.
You can go, oh, but he cheated or she cheated. Why?
Yeah.
What part of the cup wasn't being filled for
Mm.
that person to go somewhere else?
Yeah.
Were you two communicating? Oh, we hadn't spoken for 6 months. Oh, ding, ding, motherfucker.
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, why weren't you communicating?
There's more things.
Because you're
at
not
play.
communicating, which means you're not getting intimate, which means you're not connecting. Now you're wondering why this dickhead's going over there.
Yeah.
Open your fucking eyes.
Mm.
I did. It took me sitting there by myself for a few years without a partner going, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Mm.
Do you like this person you're fucking looking at in the mirror?
Yeah.
Do you like the hole that's in the wall over there?
Mm.
Do you like the scars on your fucking knuckles from you beating up shit?
Yeah.
No. Fucking change.
What would you say to a man who might be in that, like they're sitting and that's how they react and that's how they handle things right now? What would you say?
You need to be alone. You need to find your soul.
How do you find comfort doing that though?
It's the hardest fucking thing. You've got to find comfort in yourself. Like, I guess, you know, it's what we spoke last time about, parents and stuff saying, I've got to be there for my kid. I've got to be there for my kid. That's understandable. But if you're running a fucking 50%, you're not there for your kid. Your kid deserves 110%. My partner deserves 110%. Me coming on this podcast, you deserve 110% from me.
Mm.
But if I don't love myself, I'm not happy with myself, and I haven't found myself, who the fuck am I kidding? I might say I'm 110% good, but I ain't giving it to anyone.
Yeah.
You need to take a breath. You need to maybe sell your fucking cars and shit. Humble yourself.
Mm.
Maybe, I feel a lot of us guys, especially, we build an ego based on cars and bikes and clothes. And, you see it, the boys with their gold chains and their Gucci and their Prada. Like, why?
Mm.
Why are you out spending fucking 10 grand on a fucking scarf?
And who's it there to impress?
Exactly.
Mm.
Let's be honest. Like, let's be honest. And I'm not shitting on, successful people that have got there and, they've got fuck you money. But if you're earning 150 grand a year or 200 grand a year, why the fuck are you spending 10 grand on a scarf?
Yeah.
You're not,
people do it and they're not even making
yeah,
it. Like
Troy Candy said this fucking years ago on one of his podcasts. He was like, you've got kids working at McDonald's, spending their whole paycheck on a Gucci bag.
Yeah.
Fucking why?
Yeah.
You've spent a week's wage on a fucking bag for what? To be accepted by a bunch of people that don't actually fucking like you and never going to have your back?
Yeah.
To feel cool, to post on Instagram and get a fucking like?
Yeah.
Grow up.
It's that external validation that we seek from other people.
But where's the internal?
This is the thing.
This is, like you said, like a guy like that, like, where's the internal? Look yourself in the mirror and go, do you love the man staring back at you?
Yeah, you strip away everything. And it's just little old you standing there in the forest.
Do you like what you see?
Yeah.
When you're looking around the house and you're seeing holes in doors, when you're seeing people cower when you raise your hand or something, wake the fuck up. Realize and be like, who am I? Is this the person I want to be for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
And as hard as it is, like the old saying, like, get a cup of cement and harden up. Make a fucking change. You want to talk cement, harden the fuck up? Harden the fuck up and change.
Yeah.
Cry to your partner. Beg for her forgiveness. Beg for her to listen to you. Go talk to your fucking mum. Any female that is remotely close to you, do it. My savior was my auntie.
Yeah.
My auntie I hold higher than any female family member in my whole entire life. That woman will she'll tell me when I'm being a fuckhead. She's not scared to make me cry.
And you need that.
And you need it.
You need someone to say that to you because, God, we get blinkers on. I'm fantastic. I'm fucking great. I'm doing this. I'm not wrong. And then it's, hang on a second. Here's a fucking mirror, champ. What's going on here?
She will. Like, she'll listen. She'll sit there and let you vent it all out. And then she'll be like, you're the fucking problem. You need to make a change.
Yeah.
Why don't you like that? Why are you acting that way? Find a way to tweak the mind from being reactive and be like, have that thought.
Yeah.
And then break it down.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now, most of us men that are in our 20s or coming to our mid-20s that are being aggressive, why? What's triggering it? What happened in your childhood that is still affecting you?
Yeah.
If you were snapping like that, you were getting aggressive, you were flying off the rails, you need to figure out real quick what's triggering you every time, and you need to start unboxing it.
Yeah.
And the moment you unbox one thing, you'll be like,
sigh of relief.
It's literally like, you got to look at it. You're standing there, you got your barbell on your shoulders, and you got 400 fucking kilos on it, and your legs are ready to give out. When you deal one of those problems, you've got 390, then 380, then 370. And before you know it, we're sitting at like 100, 150, and we're fucking squatting this with ease.
Yeah.
Because that's our happy place. You don't need to delete it all.
Yes.
You just need to find your comfortability weight that you can squat.
Yeah.
And once you're squatting it, guess what? You're now building that muscle properly. You're building the resilience.
Yeah.
And every time you step up, guess what? You're now not doing a $150, you're doing a $180. So now you've got 30 in the tank.
Yeah.
So you got 30 kilos heavier than your problems, which means your problem's here and you're here. So we can just start chipping at these ones with ease, and it's not taxing us anymore. Our resilience is doing this and our problems are doing that. But you got to find that first trigger.
Do you have a situation or maybe like an event that happened that allowed you to find that first trigger for you before you changed?
Probably me sitting alone, I went through a lot with my baby mama and my kid. Like, there's a lot of
Mm.
animosity there and a lot of problems that I wish we'd never had.
Yeah.
And was just me starting my life again with nothing. Like, all I had was the house I'm in now. Like, my best mate, like, the guy without him, I'd be fucked, to be honest.
Mm.
Just sitting in my room, I was just alone. No one was home. It's Christmas. Everyone's out doing their family shit or out with their partners or out with their kids. And it was just me. And I wanted to know why. And it was me. Like, I was a problem. Pushed away a lot of friends. I'd fought a lot of friends. I'd fought a lot of people, fought a lot of partners. And I didn't like me.
Mm.
And then I guess I just started really internally looking at the problems that maybe I've been pushing away for a lot of years and maybe looking at the problems that I hadn't dealt with, I guess you
Mm.
could say. And then started realizing pretty quick that I was becoming the one fucking person I didn't want to become. And that was my dad. And I, I didn't want that. I didn't want people to fucking hate me, and I didn't want people to dislike me for being him and the way that he is and the things I fucking hate about him. It was what I was doing. And I guess a lot of us go, well, fuck, I'll never be like my dad or my mum. But subconsciously, if you haven't dealt with the trauma they put you through, you can become exactly fucking that.
Yeah.
Because your subconscious will fucking eat you alive without you realizing.
Mm.
It'll punish you.
We'll go back to the patterns.
You will.
We'll go
And if
back
you
to the
don't
patterns.
figure it out, and this is what I mean by you need to be comfortable alone.
Mm.
Why do you keep having breakup after breakup after breakup and they're all similar situations? Let's go back to the first breakup. You never dealt with the trauma.
Yeah.
It's why you keep carrying it into every relationship.
Yeah.
It's why you keep building the trauma. It's why you never trust.
Mm.
You need to go into a relationship with 110% from the get go. That person never hurt you.
Yeah.
That person never gave you trauma.
Mm.
That person was never your ex. But if you go in with a mentality that that person needs to earn your 110%,
Mm.
you're not ready. That person doesn't deserve that because they're coming in giving you 110.
Mm.
And then by the time they've earned your 110% and you go, okay, I'll give them 110% now, 6 months later, they're now at 50 because you fucking broke them.
Mm.
You need to fix yourself.
Yeah.
Tell them all the time. You are in a serious relationship. I'm not talking a 6-month fling.
Mm.
If you're in, say, a 2-year plus relationship, take a year off. Seriously, take a fucking year. Yes, in that year, you might have a situationship.
Mm.
Or you might go fucking bang 100 people. Who cares?
Mm.
But don't get into anything serious.
Yeah.
In that year. Take the
It's
time to heal.
it's a really important thing, and I love that. And I've had a couple of men come into my life, and they just, they restore my faith in men. 'Cause sometimes I'm like, oh
But
God.
it's like, we hear this, right? And you see
Yeah.
the podcast women be like, fucking men are trash. There's no good men out
Yeah.
there. Guess what?
There
Women
are.
are the same.
Oh,
Like,
we were talking
we are
about
on
this before.
we are on the level playing field. Like, I don't care what anyone
100%.
says. There is equal amount of shit men.
Yeah.
There's equal amount of shit women.
Mhm.
And if we really break it down, those shit men probably aren't shit. The shit women probably aren't shit. They just
Mm.
haven't found the right person to help them heal.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. Like, they're not shit men. Like, every woman that I haven't got on with or any woman that I haven't clicked with, they're not shit women. They're just not my woman.
Yeah.
They're just not the connection that I have there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, some people never
Mm.
find that one person.
Mm.
It's not you. It's just, you never met.
Yeah. And it's a big thing to realize and understand, because a lot of the time, and we hold on to the idea of someone, and the potential, and it could have been so good, and it could have,
Coulda,
but
shoulda,
it,
woulda, who cares?
yeah, but not everyone is your person, and not
No.
everyone is meant to be your friend, and people come and go in your life. And, maybe you needed something from them. Maybe they needed something from you, and you get that, dare I say, transaction of whatever it was that the universe had in store for your souls to cross
Because everything happens for a
paths.
reason, right?
Yeah, 100%. And you just weave, and
But
when you find that person, You have to have healed.
Yeah.
Because if you find that person and you haven't healed,
You
you'll
can
fuck it up.
And a lot of
Jinx.
people say that. A lot of people say you can't choose your fate. You can. Because if you work on yourself, guess what? Fate's got a new path for you.
Yeah.
Fate's going to put new things in you. Like the biggest thing I look at, and this is something I look at, is if someone doesn't have long-term friends, guarantee they haven't had a long-term relationship or they don't have one currently.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go, friends are different. It's not. Friends are a fucking relationship.
100%.
I tell you right now, I got some needy ass friends like you heard before that are like, but I
Yep.
haven't seen you for 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and that's just because the relationship was
Yeah.
built. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
people say all the time, oh, fucking you and your fucking best bro, are like bum buddies, or like, you know, like
Yes.
you're like that.
Yes, we fucking
Bro,
are.
like pretty much married. Like, like guys can say it as much as they want. Your best mate is your wife
Yes.
or your hubby. Like that's the way it is.
Oh, yeah.
The way you guys argue, talk, act, like if you were of the opposite sex, you would be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
you know, so like I say this to a lot of men and women. Because like I'm not perfect. I haven't had perfect relationships, but like I fucking give pretty good advice. Doesn't mean I can take it for myself. But
Oh, that's a big thing.
right?
We're gonna have to fuck that.
Yeah. But
the episode.
they'll go like, oh, like how do I find a good partner? I'm like, look at them. Like if there's someone that
Are you
literally
being
has
a good partner?
Yeah, are you being a good
Yeah.
partner? But the people you're going for, like, why? If that person has no long-term friends, no long-term relationships, you're taking a risk.
Yeah.
Maybe don't look at them as a partner. Figure out maybe what's been going on in their past or what are they going through? Because I guarantee you 6 to 12 months later, you're sitting there going, fuck, that was an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Because of the trauma. You know, or people just jump into a relationship. Like you go on one date and they're like, fuck, I love you. You're like, whoa.
You're too
All of a
much.
sudden, yeah, you know what I mean?
up.
But again, why has that person acted like that? I guarantee they haven't been loved. They haven't been connected. They're chasing it.
Yeah. And when things are new and exciting, we want to latch on and grip on and be like, oh my God, I can just, you know, we romanticize this perfect life with this person. And it's just like, oh, cool. I can be so great with them. But then you're putting that happiness dependent on them or someone else. With that external validation piece.
And then there's that
instead of
extra
being like
ego point, like a car, or you're like, well, now they're my personality.
Yeah.
No, like,
and you've morphed
can't.
into them, but you need to
can't.
just
You need your own life.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
And again, but this is that comfortability and working on yourself. This is being able to be alone, like not rely on your partner. Like, you know, I know a lot of, you know, girls in the industry that do, you know, say stripper or skimpy or stuff like that. And I see a lot of guys will get with them. They're fine with it. And then 6 to 12 months of relationship, they're like, okay, you have to stop this. No.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. You fell in love with the stripper.
Yeah.
If that's what she does for a job, if you can't replace her 200K income, she's going to keep stripping.
Yeah.
You were fine with it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Don't change. Maybe there might be a bit more understanding, like, hey, I don't, you know, maybe want you to do a private show.
Yeah.
Group settings is fine. That's fair, but you can't be like, you have to stop.
Yeah. You should never go into something with the intention of changing the other person.
You fell in love with that person the way they are. Why do they need to change?
You've got to look at it. I think Mel Robbins says it really beautifully. You've got to look at it as if nothing changes in the next 5 years, would you still
Are you
be
happy? Right? But it's true. Like, you don't date someone to change them.
Yeah.
It's not build a bitch.
Yeah.
It's not build a dick. Like, this is not how it works, guys. like,
what a great business
like if I've gone on a date with you and I've hung out with you and I've fallen for you and we become romantic, like, that's what you give is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm not like, okay, 6 months, babe, I want you to change this and this.
We must have a little bit of work on this.
That's now more my problem. Now I'm the issue because I haven't worked on something. I've gone into something with ill expectations. I'm now going to try to manipulate you to change.
Yeah.
It's not you. That's me not working on my shit.
Yes.
That's me feeling incompetent, you know, not confident with maybe who I am.
Yeah.
Worried about certain people. Like, I know for a fact my partner is not going to find another person as good as me. In theory, yeah, there's going to be a buffer guy. There's going to be a fitter guy. But me, I'm fucking awesome. You love me for me, and I'm fucking great with this.
Yeah.
You might have those moments of weakness where you need maybe, you know, a little bit of validation to make you feel a little bit important again. You might have a shit day, right?
We're
human.
only human. And this ties back into the, you know, the whole thing about owning your emotions and what you need and saying like,
But tell her
Hey,
that.
I'm needy.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just-
exactly.
Let me be needy.
Fucking love me.
Yeah,
like,
love me.
right? But like, if you don't communicate that, and then 6 months later you two are at each other's throats, and then you go, well, it's because you don't fucking love me. Bro, why didn't you fucking tell her 6 months ago?
Yeah.
When she could have fixed the problem.
Yeah.
Now we're at dynamite mode and both of us are fucking at fight mode.
Yeah.
And this is me. This was me at 20. This was me getting mad at someone because I didn't communicate what I fucking needed.
Yeah.
Me getting angry at someone after a relationship because I'm pissed while we broke up because I didn't communicate that I was pissed off about something.
Yeah.
Or when I did communicate, it was me being like, fucking rah, rah, rah. Like, that's not communication.
Communication.
You can't yell at someone and expect them to retain what you want.
Yeah, no one's going to listen.
No.
As soon as someone fucking raises their voice.
You're like, oh, fuck you, bro.
I'm like, woof.
Yeah.
I hope you know that my brain just turned off and I'm ready to rumble.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I see,
and you don't retain anything.
Yeah.
You might go away and go, yeah, okay, cool, I love you, we're sorted. But you're walking around going, fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to shit you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of that.
It's a Band-Aid fix.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's just like, oh, we'll make it work.
No.
Make it, no, fuck that. And this is why it's, talk and own your emotions.
Yeah.
And the first step is having, dare I say it, the audacity to lean in to just owning your emotions and saying, hey, this is how I'm feeling. It's this. And you don't need
It's not.
and it doesn't actually require any action sometimes either.
It doesn't, but it can. You can ease it.
Yeah.
Like, boys, you know your missus likes chocolate. You know your missus likes a glass of wine. You know she likes flowers. When she comes home from work, have some flowers there and a glass of wine and be like, babe, it's not bad, but can we talk?
Yeah.
There's some shit on my mind.
I do that irrespective.
Let's sit down and have a glass of wine. Can we have a chat? I guarantee fucking 9 out of 10 women are probably going to want to marry you on the spot.
I'm going to step in for the women of the world and say that if a guy presently showed up and said went a little bit extra and had a couple of things and just paid attention and then rocked up and was just, hey, don't need, let's just have a conversation. Yeah. We don't need to problem solve. We don't need to fix. Because a lot of the time and stuff that I've realized is, I'm a problem solver. You bring me a problem, my brain's like tenfold solutions.
Same. That's why we vibe so well. This is why this is going to be a killer.
It's the tism.
But it's true.
But sometimes it
doesn't need to be fixed.
I just need you to hear me and I don't need you to fix it. So you can go in there and if a guy comes and says hey, I just want to have a chat and it's just like two things need to happen. It's
already halfway there though.
Yeah, but you need to be able to, okay, I'm going to clear my capacity and just
listen.
Hold space and listen.
Yeah.
And listen to understand. You don't need to respond. Because sometimes no response is the best fucking response. And just saying, I hear you.
Yeah.
I love you. We don't need to, let's mull this over.
This.
Yeah, cool. I've got you. Let's
do
enjoy this wine.
Together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it goes the same for women though, right? Because I know, and I could be wrong, but a lot of time men feel unheard because let's face it, I'm not saying women's jobs are easy because they're not, especially, mums. That's a fucking job within itself. So a man that goes, all you do is sit at home and take care of the kids. Try it, motherfucker. I will straight tell any man right now, you stay at home for 12 days with 12 hours a day with screaming kids and you do the washing and you do cleaning and you clean their asses and you deal with their bitching all day. Tell me it's not as hard as you just going to work and lifting some heavy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Tools don't talk back.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So you can't underplay any of that. But it's the same thing. You and a husband are having fights. You might feel like, fuck, maybe I was a bit of a bitch. Make the effort. Have the steak ready. Have the fucking beer ready and be like, bub, can we talk?
Yeah.
Because I guarantee, I'm going to say this from the man's point of view. If I came home to that, I went to work knowing that my miss was being a bit of a bitch. And I came home and she had that ready and she wanted to talk, I'm going to give her the time of day straight away.
Yeah.
I'm going to clear my mind. And I'm going to be like, no.
There is nothing, and let me tell you, and I'll speak from my own personal experience, right? There is nothing nicer than the feeling of being able to course correct. Because we're going to fuck up, right? And we're going to fuck up. You're not always going to present yourself in the best way, shape, or form.
No.
And when you do, you might have just fucking stepped over the line a little bit, gotten a little bit bitchy, a little bit vicious, or something. Something I reflect and I credit myself on this is being able to course correct fucking quick.
Yeah.
And if I've deviated, I recognize, and it's normally as soon as I've just like it happens within a minute, and I'm like, you know what? Hang on.
Or they've
That
walked out the door and
wasn't-
slammed it, and you're like,
oh no, don't slam doors. Fuck, we don't need to be breaking shit. That part of the life. I don't know. I've never, maybe because we didn't have doors growing up. Maybe
That's the key,
why.
guys. If you're aggressive,
Lose
take the
the
doors
doors.
off. So you slam in air, you're like, but no, it's like course correct. I like that. Like,
Course correct.
yeah,
and
agreed.
it's because you won't always, and you know, I've led teams, I've been in relationships, so you get triggered from things, and things that you actually don't think are going to trigger you are going to trigger the shit out of you if you haven't worked on your shit.
Perfect.
Right?
We're not robots. We're not a program. Like every day, I'm sorry, like you could fix a problem tomorrow and you might be good for a week. There's going to be another problem that comes.
Yeah.
It's not the problem. That's the issue. It's how you, as an individual, as a partner, as a friend, solve the problem.
Yeah.
Communicate the problem. Fix the problem. And then I think the biggest thing from there is if we sort a problem, me and you have had a dinner and we've spoken about it and we've come to a conclusion, don't fucking bring it up 6 months
Let
later.
the fucking problem go.
Don't sit there and go, oh, well, 6 months? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
If you're bringing that problem up, that means you never dealt with it.
Yeah. And if there's something, you know, you can say like, okay, cool. Yep. I hear you. No, take on board. You don't need to go into it. Like you can just say, all right, yep, there's a little bit more that I want to touch on. I don't want to talk about it now though. Let's talk about it another time.
And then move on.
You know, and then you circle back. But the
Bring it up
biggest
in a
thing
nice
is
way.
in a nice way, in a space where it's like you're having an intentional conversation around it, and don't position yourself. This is a hot tip. If you go in like this, you're in fight mode. Sit together. Put your legs around one another.
Go to a fucking park and have a picnic.
Yeah, do something.
Do
anything.
something chill, man. Like one of the biggest things, and like, look, males do this a lot, and I don't know about the females, but when you're in an argument, don't bring a problem up in an argument.
No.
If there's already a problem, don't try to bring your problem to trump that problem because you're just going to do this.
Tit for tat. It's not a healthy thing.
Don't. And if you start tit for tatting, one of you have the brain sense to be like, let's just take 5.
Yeah.
Babe, let's just take 5. Go for beer. Go for a drive. Let's come back in 5, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's try again.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can say this because I was an aggressive cunt that wouldn't stop.
Yep.
I would go till I was foaming in the fucking mouth. And that was me. That was my trauma. That was me hating me.
Yeah.
Do you think any person is happy after being like that?
No.
You're more depressed. You bawl your fucking eyes out. Not because you're afraid of losing your partner, because you know what you've done.
Yeah.
You know when you've been aggressive and you know when you've been angry at somebody. You know what you've done.
Yeah.
And you will sit there and be more angry at your fucking self and you will fuel that fire. It's like that little dark gremlin sitting there going, God, you again, motherfucker.
Yeah. Because you have to be able to face yourself at the end of all of this. And this ties back in to the topic, which is just being able to speak up. And because I look at it, what's that fucking movie? It's like the guy, it's Will Smith's in it. He's the only person alive with the dog.
Oh, I Am Legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always think about it. I'm like, okay, if everyone died tomorrow, would I be okay being Will Smith? You know, just would I be comfortable and happy within myself? And that's probably like, you know, not the best light to look at it, but that's how I just operate, right? Because you got to, when you do go through those moments of isolation and you look at how, you know, solitary confinement, that's like the harshest form of punishment. Punishment?
Punishment.
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 New word. Like that.
Punishment.
Punishment. Hashtag punishment. Everyone start using it.
Yeah, for solitary isolation. But it is the harshest form of punishment that you can get. And it is because sitting alone with ourselves is the hardest fucking thing, especially if you haven't dealt with it.
That movie, though, brings me to a good idea that I just concocted in my head. Conducted. Look at us go. We're Englishing like a boss. Most of us men have pets. Talk to your fucking dog, man. You're still letting it out.
Yeah.
If you can't talk to a woman or you can't talk to a person, you're feeling ashamed. Go talk to your pet. Go talk to a man's best friend.
Yeah.
I shit you not. You just sitting there in a shed.
Yeah.
Just saying the words out loud and getting them out of your head is the first step.
Yeah.
It's a step to comfortability. It's a step for you being like, fuck, I said it. I just said I'm violent.
Yeah.
I just said me
Yeah.
smashing that door out loud.
Mm.
It's not in my head. I've now let it out.
Yeah.
Go talk to a mate. Fucking message me.
Mm.
I don't care if I don't know you. Hit my DMs.
Oh, yeah, same
Like
here,
100%. Like if
If
you need
Rangi's
to
a little
just,
bit staunch,
yeah,
you
like,
come to me.
yeah, like, like send me a message. I'm not going
Yeah.
to judge you, bro.
That's the thing and you've got to be you can't just go out and trauma dump on everyone either.
No.
Like because
Pick
that's
your
a big
moments.
thing.
Yeah.
But particularly for men who aren't feeling comfortable speaking up, you need to find someone that you connect with and that you can just be transparent with and just say like, "Hey, I'm fucking vulnerable right now and I really I'm uncomfortable. I feel icky in myself. Like I'm overwhelmed and I don't know what's going to come up." When you have someone that's just like, "No worries. I'll sit with you and I'll just hold space."
I'll tell you now, like a lot of you guys are on these blokes advice pages, or you're in a group chat or even Instagram. In your notes, is there someone I can talk to? I need a friend.
Mm.
On the blokes advice page, post on there. Just be like, hey guys, I'm feeling pretty fucking shit. Is there someone that's up for a chat that can listen to me? There's fucking what? 450,000 people on that page? Guarantee there's one person that's going to come and be like, hey bro, slide in my DMs. Hit me up.
Yeah.
If you comment your note or put a story up and just be like, anyone keen for a chat? Like, I'm really needing a friend right now. Someone will reach out.
Yeah.
I fucking guarantee it. All right. It's those little things that you can put up. And look, if by chance someone doesn't reach out, don't take that as no one's.
We will.
Like, yeah, we will if we see it. But like, don't take that as, oh, fuck, no one cares.
Yeah.
People might just be going through shit as well and they can't take your stuff on at the moment. And this is the thing a lot of people got to realize with friends. Like, just because they might not reach out straight away or they might be like, fuck, bro, like, what do you need? They might be going through it. So they don't have the mental capacity to take your trauma on right now.
Yeah.
So then this brings us back to being comfortable with yourself. Sometimes you can't rely on everyone else.
Yeah.
So the only person that can pick you up is you.
Yeah.
But if you're used to bottling and throwing it behind, you're not there.
Yeah. And just on that, there are also, professional helplines and things that are available to everyone.
Yeah, 100%.
Lean on them. They're free tools. And
Yeah.
I know some of the people who work on the other end of those things. And let me tell you, legends. Anyone who goes in, a lot of the time it's like volunteer people as well who are just there, who have made themselves available. That if someone rings a line, their phone will call.
Self-log. Self-log. The amount of times I've sat that phone in front of me and I've turned it on record and I've just videoed myself rambling about my emotions, my feelings, what's going on, my depression and stuff like that. The help that it has. You might not watch it straight away, but at some point you will turn back in that gallery or you'll be swiped through your gallery like, what the fuck's this? And you'll start playing it. And you're either better than you were then, you're at the same position or you're lower. But that video talking back to you, hearing your own voice, hearing yourself and seeing yourself vulnerable in the camera, it's a change.
Yeah.
It's a change right there. You will sit there and be like, fuck, I needed that. Or fuck, look at the pain in my eyes. Why do I want to be like that? How do I move forward? How do I change that?
Yeah.
We have so many tools available to ourselves without relying on anyone. Use them. And it might, like Ange said, it might be stupid, like talk to a tree. But subconsciously, like even now, you hear every word that's coming out of my mouth. I hear it as well. There'll be key words that you'll say to that tree. That'll be the trigger.
Yeah.
If you talk to a tree for an hour, there'll be 10 things in that hour that'll stick out to you and your mind will retain that word or retain that sentence.
Yeah.
And automatically fixate and be like, we need to fix it.
I'm going to bring in some neuroscience on this as well, because when you tie back into the emotional regulation, just labeling our emotions is the first step to us bringing our affect state down.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why just talking about it and picking up on what's coming out. Be like, oh, it might be these 10 things. And you're just like, if your emotions are rising and you're like getting to that point of foaming at the mouth and you're like, hang on, I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm getting angry. I'm getting to the point I want to be violent. That is like your brain is going.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Some people don't retain video. Some people prefer to put it on paper.
Yeah, find what works for
Write
you.
it down.
Yeah.
Try everything because that might not work, but that will.
Scream in a cone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
Break
might
a
not
plate.
work, but that work. Like a lot of us have full drives. Go fuck off out to middle nowhere and just scream.
Yep.
Let it out. Scream. Say cunt. Say bitch. Say whatever you want. Fucking scream it.
Yeah.
Take a breath and scream until you cannot breathe again. Then take that next breath. Let it out. Fall to your knees. cry.
Mm.
It's not weak.
It is.
It ain't weak to speak. It's okay to be okay. It's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
Live by those 2 rules.
Yeah.
Simple.
And reach out, first step. And this is the chosen topic for the first episode. And I think
It's harsh.
it's hard.
It's harsh,
We
but
have gone on
it's in your face.
It is in your face. But,
You need
this
it.
was the demand is there, obviously,
Yeah.
because, and I have men reach out to me all of the time, and a lot of the coaching that I was targeting women, like coaching women, but then I realized, hang on a second. I'm resonating with a lot more of my stuff is going with men, and I've always gravitated,
Yeah.
and then it was actually like, the men's mental health, everything kind of happens. And now it's like, oh yeah, this is the
good to
thing,
go.
because it's
And one thing
we
that I want to talk
need it,
about that we'll try to do, so we postponed the men's mental health ride till next year,
Yeah.
just for better weather. So we'll be doing that in every state. But one thing I want to try to do is I'm going to try to get Angie there on like a mobile podcast,
Oh fuck yeah.
because it'll be we're going to do like a static event. So we'll
Yeah.
set up a tent, come and talk to Angie, put it on the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
spend 5-10 minutes letting it out there, telling her your story.
Oh yeah, I fucking
Shit,
love that.
shit like that. And we're going to try to do this in every state, and I'm going to try to do this every year. But this is a chance to a lot of people that come to these events, and men that have dealt with it, men that are dealing with it, going through it right then and there. And a lot of people go, oh, like you start the brand or you start the group for money. Like, yeah, yes, in a sense,
Money's a
I
byproduct.
want to make money
Money is
to
a byproduct.
do more,
Yeah.
to get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing I started for fucking community so people can meet mates. The one thing that a lot of people don't look at, like with the group that I started, is, people might love me, people might hate me. I don't care. Because even the people that hate me, all the people that you surround, you met them through my event. Like, that's all I did it for. I'm not doing it for reputation or for clout or for you to be like, oh, fuck, he's this. I want a community. I want people to be like, fuck, I want to go to that event because I might meet a new friend.
Yeah.
I might see old friends. Or I can just talk shit. Or I can have a good feed.
Yeah. It can
You
just
know
be
what I mean?
around different
I can
environment.
just be comfortable around people and know that it's chill.
Yeah.
So be prepared for that, because I will
Oh,
start
there's a lot.
later on in the year. We'll start promoting the event a lot more. We're just putting some things into play. But that should be here, Darwin, Queensland, Melbourne, maybe Sydney and New South Wales as well. It'll be same day, same time, every state, same day. So, but Perth people, get ready. I want to make this one of the biggest men's mental health events that you can go to, period.
Oh, look, I reckon we can
Smash you.
We've got some exciting stuff coming in space in the podcast as well. Let's take a fucking vote.
Yeah, let's run it.
I'll tell you. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, do it.
We got some reach. We got it.
Yeah.
Fuck. I think this is covering like 8 different countries now with the podcast. So,
it's
like
going
big things ahead. And, write us in anything as well that you want us to chat about and talk about. We're going to be putting it out there to the group of like what you want us to discuss. And, we're going to do some roundtable discussion. There's some things. There's some
Even
stuff
if you've got
brewing.
a story you want us to share, send us a voice note.
Yeah.
Give us a brief and we'll play it and we'll talk about it. We'll dissect it. We'll go over it. Like if you want something specific that you're going through to be discussed.
Yeah. We'll have to do a Q&A section as well.
Like reach out. We'll do Q&A so people can talk about it. But definitely reach out. Give us more subjects. Give us, advice, pros and cons. We're open to obviously, hey, try this or do this or, throw it at us. We're not shy for it. I'm not going to get offended. Like, fuck, give us whatever.
You could not
say,
offend
don't
me.
wear a pink jumper again. I don't care.
Hey, no, we're pro. On brand. It's on brand.
Yeah, just saying though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Fuck, we got pink lights. This is the pink fucking.
It's never negative. I take everything as positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
So you can say whatever you want. Call me a cunt. I still take a positive. I'm like, why was I a cunt? Why do you call me a cunt? What did I do?
Juicy?
Yeah.
Like a good cunt?
Yeah.
That's my thing. If you're going to be a cunt, be a good cunt.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's it. All right. This has been absolutely incredible.
It's been killer. This
love
was
spending
great.
time with you.
So
This is
do I.
great. And I feel so fucking blessed that we just get to do this ramble shit and have such a positive impact on people,
Yeah, no, I agree.
The energy from yourself and, other guys that are coming in on getting on the mission. Like, this is the mission and we're here for you first and foremost, and we just fucking get to have a heap of fun doing what we're doing. So, win for us.
A couple of hours every month to just chat shit and hopefully have people resonate and help.
Oh, look, if it helps one person and if you're the person that it helps, fucking
Mission
that's us.
done.
Job done. Big love. Big love. All right, until fucking next month.
Yeah,
We'll
done.
get this out there. Send some
Right.
stuff in, like, share the show, you know, what to do. What does Andy Frisella say? Don't be a hoe, share the show.
Yeah, 100%.
We're going to have to come up with another
We're
little
going to have to think
catchphrase.
something.
I want one.
That's one thing as well. If there's a catchphrase that you think that works well, send it.
Yes. Oh my God.
Give us some
Yeah.
catchphrase ideas
Yeah.
so we can try to run it.
Yeah. One that probably won't get us cancelled. That would be ideal.
Just viral.
Just viral.
Just viral.
Viral, not
yeah, we never
cancelled.
said that line. Like,
Yeah.
cancel viral, we're here.
Yeah. It's a fine line we like to dance
Yeah.
on.
Nah,
All
sounds
right,
good.
Rangi.
Appreciate you having me again.
Always.
Awesome. Peace,
All
girls.
right.